The stock market is a weird and wonderful place all at the same time. There's all kinds of stuff that can happen to you that can be good, but then at the same time, there's a bunch of things that can kind of destroy everything that you've ever worked for. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 top tips that has helped me in my investing journey that hopefully will help you in your investing journey as well. Let's get this thing started, all right? Whoosh. What's going on, people? It's your boy Kalechi back with another video. If this is your first time around these parts, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy anything that we talk about on this video, hit that like button. Turn that thing, say with it now, blue. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, in this video, we're gonna be talking about 3 tips that has helped me on my investing journey that I would like to share with everybody that hopefully will help you on your investing journey, especially right now as we are seeing all kinds of craziness happen in the market. And so I think it's a good time for me to share some of these lessons that I've learned with you guys. Starting with number 1, which is buy what you know. That is actually a quote from one of my favorite investors, Peter Lynch. He says that if you can't explain to a 10-year-old why you're buying into a company, you probably should not be buying into that company. And buying what you know has 3 questions that you gotta ask yourself. Question number 1, what does this company do? Question number 2, how does this company make money? And question number 3, what is the competitive advantage of this company? If you cannot answer these 3 questions, you probably should not buy that stock. You probably should not invest in that company. And in order to answer these quick questions, the thing you have to do is research. You have to learn about that company. You have to understand how the company has been making money in the past. You have to understand what are some of the competition that this company has to go up against. You have to understand all of these things before you decide, you know, I'm just gonna throw $1,000 into this company because I heard somebody on TikTok or I heard somebody on Facebook or I heard Billy Bob down the road said to buy into this company because guess what? It's going to the moon. That's how you lose money because you don't know what you're walking into. You don't know why that stock has all of a sudden had a run up. Is the run up going to continue or is it going to have a drastic pullback? If you can't answer these questions, you should not buy that company. But then that leads us to number 2, which is have a plan. As my dad would say, he who does not plan, plans to fail. Before you make any investment, take a second to sit back and think about why is it that I'm investing in this company? What is the reason that I'm making this investment? What is the purpose behind this investment? Because if you know what your plan is going into a situation, you can make adjustments as necessary. If you know that I'm investing in my IRA for retirement, so I just need to invest that in the total stock market index fund, so I don't need to touch it, I don't need to worry about it, you understand that that is the plan. So even when the market falls, you're like, whatever, that's for future me. And you keep on investing. But if you don't know that, if you don't have a plan, the moment the market has a little bit of a pullback, you'll be like, give me my money, give me my money. I gotta take my money out. And you start freaking out about the whole thing. So have a plan. Know what is the purpose behind you buying a certain stock. What is the reason that you decided, you know what, that's why I'm gonna buy this stock. And this is my time frame. And this is what I think should happen over these time periods. Keep some kind of journal where you take notes and you just say, this is why I'm investing in this company. This is the expectations that I have for this company. So that when things are spazzing out around you, so that when the whole world is falling apart around you, you can reflect back and be like, oh, that's why I selected to do this. That's why I was making this move. That's why I decided that this is the time to buy into this company, and all that good stuff. Which leads us to the last and final tip. Ignore the noise. One thing you will notice very early on as you get invested is now that you care about investing, it just seems like everybody else cares about investing too. So everybody else is going to give you some tips. Everybody's going to tell you this is how you invest. This is the company to pick. There's always going to be something going on. Combine that with the fact that media is always going to be pushing some kind of narrative. And there's always going to be someone screaming at you that, hey, what you're doing is dumb. What you're doing is stupid. That is not the way to go. And so it's important for us to know what to ignore and what to focus on. It's important for us to know when to put on our blinders and say, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's important for us to know when to put on earplugs and ignore the noise and tune out the noise. It doesn't mean that you don't listen to other people's words of encouragement or words of advice or you don't listen to other people's takes, but it means that you have to learn how to selectively pick from the crowd which one is actually beneficial and helpful to you. Remember when I said earlier about making a plan? Part of making a plan and part of the reason you write all that stuff is because in order for you to ignore the noise, you have to understand what it is that you're doing. Otherwise, everyone who shows up, every Dick, Tom, and Harry who shows up is going to knock you off your pedestal. Is going to make such a ridiculously good point that it's going to knock you off your pedestal and you won't even know why you were investing in the first place. So ignore the noise. Learn to tune out media. Learn to only take advice and take information that will actually be helpful for you. But anyway, I hope these tips help you as they have helped me in my short investing career. Not to say that I know everything. I may be wrong with some of these things, but let me know, what are some of the tips and what are some of the things that you have heard that has helped you in your investing journey? Put it down in the comments, but I'm gonna catch y'all up on the next one. Remember, generosity is always greater than greed. God bless each and every single one of y'all, and your boy is what? Out of here.